Hey y'all, it's me. It's your girl. And you already know. Like, share, and subscribe. What's up, real deal? How y'all doing? Hope everybody doing okay. This gonna be a continuing where I just stopped it on the other video at the radio station where Miss Kenneka Jenkins stop, look, and listen. Okay, so let's go back to the video where we going to continue where we left out at. Okay, this is Miss Teresa telling her part. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure y'all connected. Okay, all right, y'all connected. Now, listen to this. Now, Lottie, well, when I saw the photos, she saw Kenneka a photo of Kenneka walking through the library. I thought the folks said they ain't got no picture of Kenneka coming in and out the kitchen. Listen now, listen.
Because you could trick a whole lot of people with the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I never met none of the activists, besides Mark. I knew him, personally, none of the activists are for the same purpose.
Mm.
Well,
Which
I'm
is
not going to
sad.
say everybody,
But
the
but
ones
it's
that
not.
fall into that category,
Right.
and it's sad.
It's such a devastating story. So at this moment, and kind of just to pick off what Kyle said,
Well, they showed us 4 of the photos when she was in the freezer, and one of the photos, the fifth photo, that was like a picture of her when she's walking in the through the lobby.
When she was walking through the lobby, Mr. Rita, Mr. Rita didn't want to tell y'all that when she was that fifth photo. Okay, let me tell you this, y'all. The fifth photo, Kenneka walking through the lobby. She said the fifth photo was Kenneka walking through through the lobby. Through the lobby. Now, how y'all? I thought they said they ain't have no photos of her. They show her the photos. That lady asked her that for a reason. She asked her about those photos for a reason, and that's why I said, huh? The fifth photo was Kenneka walking through the lobby. I thought they didn't see Kenneka. If Kenneka walked through the lobby, then they saw her. I think somebody making mistakes. I think Miss Teresa messing up. Okay, she said the fifth photo was Kenneka walking through a lobby. Now let's take it back a little bit. Listen to this. Listen. Wow. And she was she didn't want to tell y'all that. Listen.
Here to help you, and all along, everybody's out for the same purpose.
Mm.
Well,
Which
I'm
is
not going
sad.
to say everybody,
But
but the
it's
ones that
not.
fall into that category,
Right.
and it's sad.
it's such a devastating story. So at this moment, and kind of just to pick off what Kyle said, because the photos came out publicly. Was that your first time seeing the photos too?
Well, they showed us 4 of the photos when she was in the freezer, and
She don't want to tell y'all this. She don't want to tell y'all about this fifth photo. They show her the picture of Kenneka in the freezer. Now they're gonna tell her the fifth picture of Kenneka walking through the lobby. Look at that, y'all. She walked through the lobby. I thought they ain't have no photos of Kenneka. I thought they ain't have no video of Kenneka walking through. And come on, y'all.
photos, the fifth photo, that was like a picture of her
Look
when
at
she was walking
Lenore.
in
Look at Lenore.
through the line.
Look at Lenore. Look at her. She said, Mama, you don't know what you just said 15 minutes ago. Look at her. Look at her.
Lobby, you
Right.
know.
Well, when I saw the photos on last weekend, I was like, I was heartbroken because, my mom passed and I
Mhm.
have photos when my mother died, but obviously they're not public. I never want them to be public. And I was like, this story has become so transparent that all these photos and your daughter's last final hours we get to see. And I was just like, that is so, it's sad to me, because at the end of the day, this is a public story and we all need answers. But then you are also a mother and this is your child. And do we really want to have the world see your child at her last moments? Like it's just difficult. So we all feel for you. We all feel for you because to go through any loss is terrible.
But Miss Teresa wanted those photos out there, baby. Miss Teresa wanted her photos out there. You're not understanding it. You're not understanding it.
To go through it in front of the public eye is unimaginable.
Exactly.
So from the city of Chicago, so you do not agree with the simple story of your daughter walking into the freezer and freezing to death. That is not acceptable to you.
That's not acceptable.
Okay.
Especially when it was cameras that should have showed not only besides the back of her, but the front of her as well. It was a camera directly over this freezer.
They haven't showed us images of that.
I know at the meeting, the closing of the meeting,
Yeah.
I asked the detective and also as well as the sergeant. And the sergeant said aggressively, there wasn't no camera. So I guess the camera disappeared too.
Right. Because all the
I'm just not understanding why are they being aggressive to Miss Teresa. Why would they? They don't know her. Why would the sergeant be aggressive? Was she aggressive to him? They wouldn't have been talking to that lady like that, y'all.
images we've seen of her walking through the kitchen, but then she disappears and we don't see her actually walk into the freezer. But you're saying there was definitely a camera there.
It was definitely a camera there.
What about
Miss Teresa said it was definitely a camera there, y'all. She know a camera when she see it, but she said it was definitely one. But you go back in the beginning of the thing, she said not by the freezer. She said you couldn't tell something behind the freezer. Go back and look at my first video.
the statement? Because there was a lot of controversy about whether or not Andrew Holmes actually said, we see on the camera her walk into the freezer and the door closed behind her. I was one of the people that said, yo, I heard him say that. But then when I went back and I tried to find the transcript, I couldn't find it.
Andrew Holmes called my phone. I had just got out of, I'm still a little sedated from my surgery, because I had an infection, And he stated to me on the phone, which I made a live of that too.
Mm-hmm.
He said, early that day, and I was so, distraught because I'm like, did you see the camera? He said he saw her. He saw the camera of her walking into this freezer.
Physically walking.
Physically
walking. He did. It was a video out there where Andrew Holmes said she walked in the freezer. He did. He said he seen the video of Kenneka walking through the freezer. Walking in the freezer, he said he saw it. And then later on, the next couple of weeks, he said, nah, he didn't see no picture. He corrected himself. So he did see a picture. He did see a video of Kenneka walking in the freezer. And then he changed it. He changed it, y'all. Andrew Holmes said that. So he wasn't there to help her, allegedly.
And I said, for real? He said, yeah, because they was trying to get me to come down there by myself. I said, no, I'm not going to come down there. I want my attorney.
Yeah.
I'm not coming because I was afraid.
Right.
If they doing all this line from the beginning, what makes me think they won't try to do something to me? So I said, okay. He told me to get on. He said, what you should do is get on live and make a live and tell him that you saw the camera of Kenneka walking into the freezer. I said, okay. He said, because the hotel is not making no money. They want us to stop this. They want us to stop. They want to stop saying the Hotel Crown Plaza want us to end it. I said, okay. You know, the protest.
Mhm.
And I said, okay. So I thought about it, with me just hurting. I lost my daughter. Wait, I'm just getting over cancer, lost my daughter. And then I have a person I'm being betrayed, stating as if they're for me, they're going to get answers. Then you give me these type of answers, but without me even seeing a video.
Mhm.
Like, you're a complete stranger. You popped up from nowhere.
Right.
You want me to, but I don't believe your words either, because even though the Bible tells you watch as well as pray. So you mean to tell me I'm going to listen to your words and do exactly as you say?
Not having seen it for yourself.
Not having seen it for
You're saying
myself.
he just wanted you to say what he told you.
If that's the fact, me just want to listen to words, I would have listened to the crowd in there with no type of exit way, no way to get out this.
That lady got a little attitude because she talked to what his name? Andrew.
This freezer.
Right.
I'm not listening to words. Show me. Right.
So
when
as
it was cameras.
So as a follow-up to that, I just want to ask you, since you obviously don't believe the narrative that they gave you, what do you believe actually happened? Do you have are you saying I'm still looking for information, or this is what I believe happened? Do you have something that you believe happened?
I believe that it's a cover-up. I believe I'm still looking for answers. They can't see if I would have never saw these cameras, they could have showed me. Show me. That's all I asked them in the first place.
A cover up of what? Say it. What is a cover up of? Say it. I'm surprised they didn't ask you what cover up. Cover up of what?
Autopsy report says that she wasn't violated. You don't believe the autopsy report?
No.
Okay.
They didn't see any signs of violations.
Oh, okay.
No. Because from the pictures, what do you think?
The pictures did. Now I'm gonna be honest. When I saw the pictures, because her shoe was off, like she was scratched, it looked like something happened to her. But then when we looked more, was it hypothermia?
The definition of hypothermia, and in the last stages is hypothermia. It feels like your body's burning. People try to take off their clothes, and you actually kind of go insane, for lack of a better term. Could do anything from viciously scratching yourself, hitting your head up against walls, or whatever. So when we read the definition of hypothermia and the symptoms and the stages of it,
and within that definition, it also states that they're normally the average person is normally found naked, right?
Mm-hmm. Completely naked.
Complete sexual assaults, right? But you see in the pictures, as her breast is out. And her pants is unbuttoned, no signs of it. But I don't know what's the sign. Oh, it's the sign of sexual assault.
Right. So you're not saying I believe she was sexually assaulted, but you are saying
Miss Teresa is saying like she's saying what, since he explained what hypothermia is, now she believed that she was taking off her clothes. She don't, but she want to believe that it wasn't hypothermia. That's what she's saying. Where is the second autopsy? That's what I want to know. I thought they were going to do a second autopsy, her own autopsy. What did her own autopsy say? Leave him alone, Waylon. He's trying to go to sleep. Leave him alone now.
That's it.
Did you reach?
That's it. Proof.
Right.
Did you reach out to anybody to do an independent autopsy? Not one that the city.
Thank you. But I just said that. Go use the bathroom, Waylon.
One that you did on your own, maybe there was somebody you could reach out to. I want to do an independent autopsy.
Yes, I did. I did have.
So tell us about it, Miss Teresa. Look how she looking at you. Tell us about your independent autopsy, Miss Teresa. Okay, so I got something to ask y'all. What did the second Miss Teresa autopsy ever said? If you know what the autopsy, her independent autopsy said about Kenneka, please put it in the chat. Please put it in the chat. What that means.
Those results are not back yet.
Yes, it was. We had it done after, you know, the medical examiner did theirs.
I think, and this is just my personal opinion on it. What I really hate about this whole situation is there was a young lady with a promising life ahead of her. I understand that she had just got a new job and was about to start doing great things, and all we can talk about is conspiracy theories. And I, as a father of 3 daughters, like, I don't know, I'd be out of my mind. Like, people's lives would change because I'd be out here crazy. So I commend you for keeping it together.
Thank you.
But
listen to what he
it's
said.
Just sad that
he be done lost his man if that had been his daughter, but she's holding up good. But I don't know. I don't know what to think. I'm not gonna judge her because I know that she did more crime than she did with her sister than she did Kenneka, but I'm not gonna judge her. Because people grieve different for different things.
You know, we have to have all this mess over this young girl's life instead of her just being able to rest in peace, which we're trying to find the answers to so she can rest in peace. I get it, but it's just it's my 18-year-old, and when I had a conversation with her about this is why it's important to be aware of your surroundings and everything else, because you're just speechless. You know what I'm saying?
And not only did me searching for answers from my daughter about the world.
Everybody's children.
Everybody's children.
Absolutely.
And I wanted them to be aware, because the way that they was telling me in the covering up, if it didn't happen before, it's gonna happen again. So I wanted to bring
Miss Teresa just said something positive, y'all. For those who saying let Kenneka rest. No, Miss Teresa want the awareness about her daughter to stay out there. So we're gonna continue to keep that awareness out there. So
like I stated to them, I'm not blaming anyone, because everybody respect. I'm not saying that they did it. Everybody that was there, I said, I'm not saying y'all did this to my daughter, but what I am saying, none of this, you know.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would say one person should have stayed, but I would have brought Kenneka back with me. Why Kenneka come walk back with them? Did they left her sitting and ask somebody to watch them? Because y'all got to realize they didn't want to go up there by themselves, too. You got to look at the girl's situation.
I know people probably
teach. I know I do specifically. I literally just said this to my daughter yesterday, who was 18, like Leon's oldest.
Right.
I said, yo, when y'all out here moving around,
right.
Now, it's safety in numbers. Y'all stay together. Y'all go somewhere together. You come back together. Look, you may not have done this, but you let my daughter and this is a result of what happened.
Exactly.
Now, the videotape, does my daughter was intoxicated, or was it pills?
See, from my understanding, as me speaking with the doctor, he stated to me that level that they're
That's
trying
what
to
I
say,
said. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
you know, she was still strong enough to
Okay, so what we'll do, Miss Teresa, we'll wait till your autopsy come back and go by what your
fight it.
autopsy say. Maybe you need to let us know what your autopsy say besides their autopsy. If your independent autopsy says the same thing they saying, we would like to know that.
In the area that she was seen in. How could not, no one not notice my child? And then when we came up there looking for my child, why we couldn't get no help from no one?
We don't have the words, to take away the pain. I wish we had it. We've all experienced loss in our own personal lives, so we do understand what you're going through. We want you to know that our hearts are with you, and that we appreciate you coming outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure if it's public. You mentioned a second ago, but you experienced breast cancer.
Yes.
And the week that everything was happening. And the reason why Andrew Holmes saw the videotape before the mother is because you had surgery that day.
He knew that I was going to have surgery.
She was going to
that
surgery.
Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah, she had surgery the Wednesday prior. So that is why he saw the
I told y'all
video
she had surgery prior.
prior.
Y'all trained like that lady didn't have no surgery. That lady
She
had
did.
surgery prior. She had surgery. And she ain't had no business out there by herself.
And how is your health in that manner right now? Are you fine with the cancer? Is it completely gone?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Well,
Yes,
thank
thank
God
you.
for
Thank
that.
God, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
good to
God
hear.
for that.
With no chemo, radiation.
So do you have anything that someone listening right now that might want to contribute to you financially in any way? Is there a way that they can do so?
Right. I closed it down.
Okay.
So how are you carrying on from here then to like what steps or what petitions or what moves are you making? Because I know you said you want them to reopen that investigation. How are you trying to get them to do that? You just
Well, hopefully by coming to you all,
okay.
attending everybody, reaching back out to everyone
Mm-hmm.
that reached out to me as far as coming on to their show as a guest.
Yeah.
I'm ready now. See, I had to see what their findings was or try to get help from them, maybe figuring because I didn't want to talk about something I didn't know about.
Right.
But here go the proof with the pictures and all that. Just what I thought.
Earlier we spoke on this and you said that Rosemont, well, we spoke on it, the fact that Rosemont turned down help from the FBI.
Right.
Are you able to go to the FBI directly and say, I don't want to deal with them. Can y'all help me?
Please.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to do that. I don't know how that works, but I'm going
Get this out to the world, to any young ladies that might be listening around the age of your daughter. Just play the role of big sister
That's
or
right.
mother or auntie in their life. Give them a message right now. They need to take heed to.
Okay. This to the young girls. I know y'all think don't. They know everything. When all in all nationalities they do. When it comes as far as your friends, if you're gonna be friends, don't leave one another. Keep that loyalty within. If you
Look at
go
her.
out together, come back together.
Mm.
Never underestimate. Always suspect the unexpected at all times.
That's right.
Absolutely. We appreciate your strength.
Absolutely.
We love
know,
you so much.
yeah,
we
we admire
love you
you.
so much. Your family is in our prayers. Like,
No doubt.
I just wish we had more to the city of Chicago, and you are the mother, so we will honor your wishes.
Thank you.
Do you
No
want
doubt.
all the conspiracy theories on Facebook to stop? Though we didn't bring that much that our ideas. Did that hurt you
Confusing.
in any way? With like, at one moment before we saw the video, Facebook Live, like it was so
Right.
many.
Or it was they were harvesting her organs. Like I've
Right.
heard some of the craziest stuff, and to the point where having met you and having talked to you, and I was like, yo, dog, like I'm in a barbershop, man, fam, come on, y'all gotta stop this. It's
Exactly.
Sure is.
confusing enough as it is.
Right.
Exactly. See, I say it like this. Why, of course, people are gonna speak up on something they don't know about.
Okay.
It ain't nothing no one could say to me that can
That's
hurt me more
right.
than me losing my child.
Hmm.
So everything they saying is irrelevant.
Relevant.
Mhm.
It's irrelevant. Unless they can show me that camera that was on top of that freezer, then I'm gonna listen. Why, of course I watch.
Right.
But I'm not falling into it. See, they wasn't there to see this camera that was directly on top of this freezer. I know this. That's why, okay, it's good to look at the theories. Because
Mhm.
hey, my attorney study asking them for having to go to court to subpoena these records, and we're still not getting them all. So hey, like I said, when we went to this closing of this meeting, as far as my daughter in this freezer, they only showed us 4 pictures, but then they put up in there, on their website, more pictures than what they showed us.
Right.
And then they also, I forgot before we said in this, they said it wasn't no faulty foul play. I wonder what was that. Did y'all see the picture
Me either.
of her fingernail?
I don't remember seeing that particular.
Of a garbage.
Hmm.
So all this. Why not take fingerprints?
Right.
You see all this evidence, and then okay, they didn't see anything, no faulty play. Somebody, FBI, somebody look up into it to try to help.
And just to be clear, you're saying that they're actually, with your own eyes, you saw a camera that was pointing directly to the freezer.
That was
Yes.
over the top of the freezer.
Yes,
Right.
that
So
was
you
over
would
top.
have had a visual of
The
anybody
front.
walking
Right.
in and out in that area.
Exactly.
With your own eyes.
And what
yeah.
did they say that when you asked about that camera, you get no answer?
The day of, as I'm looking at the freezer with my daughter laying there on the stretcher, in the white bag. Sergeant, about that camera. I pointed to the camera and I asked him, did that camera work? Because he told me it wasn't no camera in there around, like that could have caught her walking into this freezer. So I said, is that camera working? They looked back as a shock. And the detective stated to me, he don't know. He's gonna, look into it. Okay. So that was a lie, the first lie, because you said it wasn't it wasn't no way that you could see her entering or exiting this freezer. And the sergeant just said flat out, no, that camera didn't work.
So
Wow. So all
she
the
seen the
cameras work,
camera
but the
then.
one
There
camera that
was a
needs-
camera, but it don't work. That's what they tell her. So she saw the camera, but y'all trying to make her look like she crazy, but the camera doesn't work. Come on now.
to
The one-
confirm
the most
everything.
important, right.
And I
But the freezer was still operational.
yeah, but the
Right.
freezer. And then
I can see how I because it seems like maybe what's been presented to us, it seems like maybe she did just she was, unfortunately inebriated, didn't know where she was going, like she was finding somewhere to go and walked to the freezer, and that could have been the end of it. But after talking to you and saying if there actually was a camera that can show everything, that does raise more questions.
Yeah. It sounds like with everything that you've given us today, it makes me feel like we got just enough public information to agree with this narrative. And here's what we're showing you. That's it, guys. Case
Turn the
closed.
other way.
exactly.
Yeah. I can understand your feelings. No question.
And it's so crazy how could this, you know,
Yeah.
No.
the Justice Department, you know, United States Justice Department allow
Right.
this to be. I know somebody hearing us and hearing me, that heard me, and someone seeing it.
Mhm.
You
Why
still have
not
your
have-
attorneys? You still have your lawyers?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, once again,
All
we
right,
we thank
y'all.
you.
I'm
We
gonna
hopefully you
stop
said
it right here. I want to hear y'all input from excuse me, y'all. I want to hear y'all input on what y'all got out this video. You know, sometimes you can, oh, I heard that a long time ago. People, sometimes you can hear things and you need to go back and listen again. You know, go back and listen to it again and again, because I guarantee you it's going to be something that you didn't hear the first time. Okay? Because, like I just picked up on, the fifth photo was Kenneka walking through the lobby. I didn't see Kenneka walk through the lobby. Kenneka walked through the lobby. She went past the front desk. That's the lobby. The fifth photo, Miss Teresa said, was Kenneka walking through the lobby. Where was she headed when she walked through the lobby? All right, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all sitting here patiently and listening to this video once 100 times. Thank you, y'all. Y'all enjoy your night. I'm out.